there YouTube friends, welcome back to another episode of Auntie A's Kitchen. If you're new to the channel, hi there, and yes CEO, welcome to everybody, wherever you are watching. I hope you're having a great week. My name's Amanda, I'm originally from England, I now live in South Korea, and I love sharing with people simple and delicious recipes that you can cook here using South Korean ingredients. I'm really excited to share today's recipe with you. It's one of my personal favorites. As the thumbnail suggests today, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a traditional English flapjack. This is a delicious oats and honey based snack that's the perfect treat for tea time, whether you have it with coffee, a cup of tea, or a glass of milk. It's so simple to make. I know that your family and friends are going to love this recipe. Please make sure to watch this recipe all the way through, as I'm not only going to be sharing some tips on how to make this, but I'm also going to be sharing with you some different ingredients that you could use. So let me show you today how we make traditional English flapjack in South Korea.
You can use any type of oats. I particularly like using rolled oats because they're a bit bigger. I'm using some homemade golden syrup, but you could also use honey or maple syrup in this recipe. Some brown sugar and some butter. I particularly like using this brand of butter from Home Plus, and a little salt. This really is a simple recipe to make. All of the measurements for the ingredients can be found in the description below. Into a pan, put your butter, sugar, and 2 spoons of whatever syrup you are using. You could use a syrup or a honey. The traditional recipe in England uses golden syrup, and since we can't get that in South Korea, I made my own. In fact, the next video I post will be how to make it. The last thing I do is put in a teaspoon of salt, and this just balances the sweetness. Have your pan on a low heat so that your sugar and butter melt. As soon as it's all mixed together and it starts to bubble, I take it off the heat just to cool down a little before adding it to my oats. Because this is such a fast recipe to put together, usually when I start preparing, I put my oven on so that it can be preheated. Today I'm using a round small cake tin that I will cover with some baking paper so that it's easy to remove the flapjack once it's cooked. Just use whatever cake tin or oven-proof dish you have available. It's important to make sure that your oats are thoroughly covered with the syrup mixture and then place it into your baking dish. This is a very versatile recipe. Today we're making plain flapjack, but you could quite easily add other ingredients to this. Chocolate chips, nuts, raisins, or cranberries, just to name a few ideas. Use a clean spoon to flatten out your oats into your pan. You want to make sure that your oats are as compact as possible and right up to the edge of the dish or baking tin that you are using. Then place your flapjack into your preheated oven for between 15 and 20 minutes depending on your oven. For me today it only took 15 minutes. You know when it's ready when your edges are golden brown. Leave your flapjack to cool in your baking tin for about 5 minutes. Then, before it completely cools down, score some lines in your flapjack where you will cut later on. Once you've made your lines, remove your flapjack from the tin and place it onto a cooling rack, and try to resist not eating a piece of the flapjack yet. I left the flapjack for about an hour, so now I cut it up ready to serve. The flapjack in a sealed container will last a couple of days, but in my apartment it never lasts that long. So here we have a delicious, mouth-watering, traditional English snack, homemade flapjack. Crunchy on the outside and gooey on the inside, perfect with a glass of milk or a cup of tea. This is the perfect, quick and easy treat to make for the family and friends, guaranteed to bring a smile. If you've never tried flapjack, then I highly recommend you make this recipe. So thanks for watching today. I appreciate all of your support. Please don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you have not already. There's a lot going on in the news all around the world today, so please stay safe wherever you are watching and have a great week. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless. Chop och hamnada.